So this intro I am filming actually after having gotten home, and my house is obviously still a little bit of a mess. However, the video you are about to see is a vlog mostly of a 9-day road trip that I drove solo but did with my 3 dogs, Shiner, Idaloo, and Cairo, from here in Central Texas all the way up to the high Rockies of Leadville, Colorado, where we got an Airbnb. It was pretty much entirely a socially distant compatible vacation. I didn't eat out. We didn't really go to any places there were any number of people. And I had an extraordinary number of cleaning materials with me for the hotel rooms that we stayed in over the course of the drive. That said, what you can expect is a whole lot of majestic shots of the road, a lot of snow, a lot of video of my dogs and some of myself kind of showing you and taking you through a lot of the Southwest just along with us. I hope you enjoy it. I had a wild amount of fun doing it with just myself and my dogs. I actually don't travel completely solo as much as one would think. But we just had a blast, and especially with the snow. I personally am someone who loves the cold. So getting to not only just get out of the heat, but to get to see some snow and to be in the real cold was just truly a delight. Thank you for watching it in advance, and I hope you enjoy it. Time to go. One thing you learn when you grow up in Texas is that if you want to go anywhere else, there is just a whole lot, miles and miles of Texas. We've been in the car 4.5, 5 hours. We're definitely in West Texas, but it'll be a little bit before we cross the state line. 7 hours to go, I think. Let's go! Okay, so now that I'm back at home, it is important for me to pause the video here and explain something. I know that Klein's Corners looks like a glorified gas station, and it kinda is, but it's important to take it in context, right? So that glorified gas station is the only thing, the only sign of civilization for about 2-3 hours in almost any directions.
The road from Roswell, where I drove through, to Klein's Corners is 2 hours of barren, apocalyptically empty desert. Not a tree, not a gas station, just flat and endlessly straight road. It's another few hours to Albuquerque, going up I-40. Santa Rosa's maybe an hour or two in the other direction, and Santa Fe is 45 minutes to an hour north. It is the outpost of civilization in a barren world. And so, like, while I know it's just a big gas station with a gift shop attached to it, when you arrive at Klein's Corners, you feel like you have been saved. So that is why I am so happy in this clip to be in Klein's Corners, New Mexico. Puppy's first hotel room. Look at him go. I was like, this is so much better than being in my crate. So, as you can probably tell from my hair, it is super early morning the next day. We drove for 13 hours. We made it to Santa Fe. I was supposed to be staying with some family in Albuquerque, but that fell through. So we were planning on camping, but after 13 hours of driving, I was just fried. I did not have it in me to find a campsite and put up a tent and all the things, so I got a hotel. But it was Cairo's first time in a hotel. We are taking our morning walk. And he did so good. He was a little freaked out by all of the external noise. We live in the country, so not a lot of apartment-style sounds. But we cuddled and took him for a couple walks, and he did so good. For the terriers, this is their 20th go around with mommy's idea of travel, which is pretty impulsive. So they were just ready for bed immediately. But for right now, we're gonna take our walk, make something to eat, hit the road up into the mountains and see what the National Forest offers. So congratulations to us. At long last, we have made it to Ann Mountain. I am joined, of course, by my bosom companions in travel. We got up this morning at the hotel and took a nice long walk through the neighborhoods. Packed our stuff up and hit the road ski. And so now we are here in the woods, camping. We decided to take a nice walk. I wouldn't even call it a hike, because hiking implies traveling some distance. And at this altitude, you take 5 steps if you're from sea level, and your heart's like, doof, 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 doof. So, and they can't be not feeling that, even though they don't speak English. Hi guys. We're just here for our fat. So anyways, We're just gonna walk around, snoop about a bit. It's early in the day yet because we got moving in the morning, and that is almost its own curse because it's like, how do you fill the afternoon when your camp's already set up? Also, I forgot to bring a lawn chair, so I am sitting on the ground or on cut logs as the ancestors did back before the folding lawn chair was invented. So, you know, living my best life over here. We found a little patch of nothing that I assume is where the locals dumped their trash for the longest of times, going off of the sheer amount of old metal on the ground. But we just needed to stretch our legs somewhere that the dogs could do a little bit of trotting around. So here we are. We are just across the state line into Colorado. We did it. So we made it to our yurt. There's apparently going to be a $20 cleaning fee if I allow dog fur on the couch, so I guess there's going to be a $20 cleaning fee. And it's super cute. The bed's up there. We'll see if I want to climb the ladder. Might have to bring their crates in for that. But it's just this adorable little building. I do have a TV, which is a novelty after the last few days. Looking forward to it. So it was 100 degrees plus. It's been 110 recently when we left Texas. And today in Colorado, it apparently, and going off the temperature, this is accurate, it's going to be in somewhere between 10 and 35 degrees. And it's going to snow anywhere from 5 to 10 inches. And so my little Walking Buds Club is experiencing a 70 to 80 degree temperature swing in a few days. So Shiner and Idalou have their sweaters on, and Cairo is just ecstatic to not be hot for the first time in his life. Holy fucking snow, y'all. So it was scheduled to snow today, and then it kind of didn't for most of the day. It kind of thought about it. So I was like, whatever. I'll just put on some warm clothes in case it does snow and take a walk to chat with some locals and learn about good places to run the dogs. And then this fucking started while I was in a little tavern. And I had a couple beers and figured I'd see if it would wait, or stop rather. But no, it did not. And so now I am taking a heckin' adventure walk back to the Airbnb through this. Glad I wore a hat. Puppies for snow. Oh my gosh, is this so much better than the heat? Ah! Poor Idalou. So I just woke up as you do. It snowed all day yesterday. This is the aftermath of that. Look at my car. So for an early morning vacation fitness activity, I dug my car out. There she is. The little bank of snow on either side of the driveway is pretty much what I took off of my car. It's still snowing. The Coloradoans are out driving like they're in NASCAR. But just from walking on this, like, it's ice, but it's not slick. But I also ain't no Coloradoan. And it's still snowing. So I don't know if I should be out and about, tooling about yet. Maybe let the plows go by. So I decided to walk these guys separately because they have not really been into going outside while it was snowing. I wasn't sure how long they'd be interested in being out. Come on, guys. But now that I have them out on their walk, they're doing great. So I think we'll make it a good one. Come on, Idaloo. Hustle up. I know, it's deep. And you're tiny. Idaloo, the tiniest of snowplows. So yesterday it warmed up enough for the snow to kind of start sliding off the roof. And okay, everything's melting a little bit. But I've been wanting to poke this with a stick to see if it does anything. I'm gonna poke it. Nothing. I must poke it. Why does it not respond to being poked with a stick? Perhaps if I perforate it. Aha! With a stick. Ha. So as you can probably tell from my car and the ground, the snow had melted. However, it hath resumed falling. At a pretty remarkable rate. And we're supposed to leave tomorrow. So let's hope it doesn't do this literally all night. Life in the yurt roughly goes as such. The Kool-Aid man here careens his way through everything. Idaloo furiously defends whatever her most recent position is, and Shiner just looks so above it all. All right, time to say goodbye to our little yurt and head for Amarillo. Texas, here we come. So the first day it's been glorious is the day we're leaving Colorado. We're heading for Amarillo, which is, according to Google, about 6 hours of the road from us, and it's about 9 in the morning. So what I have resigned myself to is that this is going to be a long drive to Amarillo because we haven't really gotten to get out and enjoy the outdoors. The whole time we've been here, we went to a lake, but that's really been it. So I think we're just gonna make some cool stops and take some absolutely glorious walks. So I saw a road that said National Forest access this way. And it said 20 miles, and I have seen a lot of roads that said something similar. And I just wanted to see what the hell was down one of them. Because who cares if we get to Amarillo quickly? There's nothing to do in Amarillo. So we're about 15, 20 miles down that road. And most of it is ranch land. But this wasn't fenced, and I don't think it's privately owned. So I figured I'd stop and let them have a nice sniff. I can say, or at least I think I can say, I have gotten them used to just eating food wherever I throw it down and chilling out wherever we're going to be sleeping for the night. Without it being a big production. What you doing, guys? Many hours of driving later, we're back in Texas, and not only that, we're back in scrub brush, curvy Texas. Kyra, watch out, that's a cactus. You're gonna get thorns in your face. Yeah, we're back in Cactus, Texas. It had been a while since we got out of the car, so I stopped us in this small town. Just at a high school that had a big mowed field. I can walk around in sandals without getting stabbed to death. I'm just gonna let these dogs burn off some energy before we get back on the road. We got in last night. The house obviously is covered in gear. Everything needs to be washed. Everything needs to be inspected and properly put away. But that said, I was in the car with these dogs going to what was to them an endless series of brand new locations. And as we were in the car, I told them that they were going to be so excited when they saw what our next stop was and that it was home. And I think Cairo didn't know we were ever coming back. Because he is just happy as a little clam to see all of his toys and all of his crates and the couch he loves to smear mud all over, and his backyard, which is incredibly high and needs to be mowed because we've been gone through the rain. We're home. It was a very long journey. Some beautiful country, some extreme weather, some awesome drives, and lovely locations.